Oh my god. Is this really the next Elder Scroll? Oh my gosh. Don't tell me this is Elder Scrolls 6. Oh my fucking god! So let me just first start to saying, that was probably everyone's reaction yesterday towards the E3 at Bethesda, but the big question is, what region of Tamriel is this? Now everyone's saying that it's Hammerfell and High Rock. I don't believe it's either one of those. And I'm gonna back up a story and make some claims and show some hard evidence of what I think it is. I think it's Elsweyr. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Now, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong or not, but anyway, let's look at the trailer and look at the land. Now, if we look to the right, where the inland starts, where you can see little cuts off on the right, it doesn't indicate High Rock at all. First, I'm going to debunk High Rock as a possibility. Well, first off, here is an ESO concept art of High Rock, which is accessible, and it looks nothing like in the trailer, so there's no possible way that this is it. Now, on High Rock, there are mountains along the south ridge of High Rock that go along the lines of Hammerfell and Cyrodiil, and those can't be shown in the trailer because they're on the left, and if we look, there are no mountains. There is not a single mountain range. If we look back at the map of High Rock, I pointed arrows toward the map in directions where the map showed mountains, and there are none along coastlines, so that's completely debunked. It can't be High Rock. Lastly, if we look at the trailer and the map once more, no matter what direction you take a cinematic camera over that map, it doesn't match the trailer at all. So that's the last bit of evidence. Now you might be asking, what about Hammerfell? I really doubt they would do another Hammerfell. Because think about it, Hammerfell is already in the Elder Scrolls series, it's already been done. At that point it would just be a remake. You wouldn't want to call that the continuation. I mean, I honestly expected Elder Scrolls Blackmarsh to be the next one. Not, you know, whatever this might be. And Blackmarsh is a swamp, so it can't be that. So it can't be High Rock, it can't be Hammerfell, and it can't be Blackmarsh. So what could it possibly be? Now, while I've been making this video, I've been going around telling people it can't be Hammerfell or High Rock, and the Accordion Man has said here that it can't be because there's a crater between the border of Hammerfell and High Rock. Well, the Accordion Man, cough cough, TJ Henry, Yoshi, I'm just joking. There's no crater on the map. If there was a crater that size, it would be very significant and be written on the map. To further support the claim, let's look over a map of every game that has been in Tamriel so far. So here's a map that's been made by a fan. Take a good look at it for a moment. So after looking over this map, you can already tell that Somerset's already been shown off in Elder Scrolls, so not counting that one, because here, this is what it looks like, and it can't be that. Elsweyr and Blackmarsh are the only options. If I was developing a new game and I already had a map of the whole world of my game, and I didn't show off 2 regions yet, I would be showing off those 2. So it has to be Elsweyr. But you know, maybe I'm wrong though, but let's look at my evidence and support why I think it's probably Elsweyr. Elsweyr's map has mountains scattered everywhere to the south, just like in the trailer it shows off mountains are scattered everywhere. It's also worth noting that Elsweyr's neighbor Valenwood has mountain ranges everywhere scattered all around. So combining these 2 regions together makes up the size of Cyrodiil, and it's probably going to be both those regions for one game. Now I'm going to play the trailer one more time, and I want you guys to pay particular attention to just the overall environment and where the land meets the water. Very particular. Now freeze frame right here. You see these 3 points of land out here? The points right here? I'm thinking that's Topol Bay right there. The biggest problem with this idea is the fact that Elsweyr is mostly a jungle, but maybe in the trailer they just didn't add any big trees yet. Maybe they just wanted to throw everybody off and just add the mountains and give it a Skyrim look to hype everybody up. If you look at where I place the arrow in the direction it's pointing on Elsweyr, it indicates where the cinematic camera would go based on the trailer that I think matches up. So you tell me, watch very closely. It's not a little far-fetched to say that this is actually what's going to happen. If you actually add jungle trees to this terrain, it actually does match the cinematic camera. There's no other High Rock or Hammerfell instance of a cinematic camera that would match this. Another big problem proving that this could be Elsweyr is the crater that's mentioned. Now, to completely debunk this crater, yes, I've seen Shadowkey, and yes, I've read into what created the crater over in Hammerfell, but I don't think this is the same crater, mostly because the ground has a different color just above it, indicated right here. And as we all know, I already said Elsweyr is a jungle, so maybe this is a different ground terrain that they were using. I think what we saw in the trailer, I don't think that terrain is finished being made. That's just me. Spread this around and tell me if you think I'm wrong.